Hello, I'm Jeff, and this is Snap Talk, your podcast supplement. Well, it's the new year, and a new year typically means a new Nintendo Direct coming in January. That's typically been the schedule for the past 6 years, save for 2016 when not much was going on. So with only rumors and past year's Directs as examples of it happening, as well as only one or two things scheduled for after January, it's only fair that we make predictions as to what may come. And while this is being recorded before anything has been announced, should a Direct be announced before publication, I'll add something right here. Okay, here we go. First things first, no Metroid Prime 4 or Bayonetta 3. These are big show reveals that deserve the E3 first look treatment. Plus, I think one comes in holiday 2019 and the other in early 2020, so they would be later looks anyways. Next, unless a Zelda remake is coming this year, don't expect anything Zelda related until E3 as well. As for Pokemon, it will also be seen later, most likely at a special Pokemon Company event similar to last year's Pokemon Let's Go and Pokemon Quest reveals. As for games that will appear, if it happens on the 10th as rumored, then new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe will get one final push before release, along with the Switch exclusive, Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. Okay, with that out of the way, let's start with a couple of tweets that either Nintendo of America put out or retweeted. First was the Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen port for Switch coming in mid-April. Cool announcement for something that's already available on PS4 and Xbox One, but of course gets portability with the Switch. Hopefully these re-releases can lead to a Dragon's Dogma 2 in the future. The other two Switch-related tweets are first party. We had the announcements of Zelda 2 and Blaster Master being added this month to the Switch Online library, but more importantly, Yoshi's Crafted World has a release date of March 29th. This is an interesting choice of date since it's 2.5 months after the release of New Super Mario, which could leave the door open for something yet to be announced for February. It's also the very end of Nintendo's fiscal year, which should push the software sales well over the 100 million units goal. I doubt it would have moved hardware sales, which is probably why Nintendo opted for the late fiscal date. It also gives Nintendo fans something confirmed to look forward to on the Switch, which was something sorely missing just 48 hours ago. Release windows will be announced for Fire Emblem 3 Houses as well as Luigi's Mansion 3. Fire Emblem I feel will come mid-spring, probably a May release. DLC will be teased, but nothing will be announced until later. Luigi's Mansion 3 will also get a release window of fall 2019 with a later announcement of either mid-September or early October. I'm also going on a bit of a limb and saying Animal Crossing will get a full name as well as a summer release date. I'm thinking mid-July, although that won't be announced until later. Demon X Machina will also get featured and given a summer 2019 release window as well. And while I'd like to see Shin Megami Tensei 5 get a spot in the show, I think they might wait for the Spring Direct to separate it a bit from Fire Emblem, although I do believe that will release in the latter half of the year. A Wii U port will be announced during the Direct. I can't say for sure what to expect, but I would like to see either the Wonderful 101 or Pikmin 3 get announced. The latter could be used as a way to hype up a Pikmin 4 for later this year or early next year. Things I would like to see but will probably wait until later are Game Freak's Town game, Retro's new game, whatever that is, and Mario Odyssey DLC. I think that's something that'll eventually happen, but will probably come later this year. One or two Final Fantasy titles that were revealed last year will be given release dates. It sounds like 7 will be coming first, which is just as well. I'd also like to hear a solid release date for Crystal Chronicles. Third party might get a few surprises. Nicalis has some plans for games coming this year that could be part of a montage. THQ Nordic has been buying up properties left and right and could have something ready to go on the Switch for the early half of this year. There have been rumblings from 2K about getting games on the system, so keep an eye out for them. And while I haven't heard anything recently, do also keep an eye out for the long-rumored Grand Theft Auto 5 port. Something like that would be cool in one of these seasonal directs. And while they've had a number of URLs created for the game in recent weeks, keep expectations in check for a possible Persona 5 port. Something like that feels like more of a pipe dream than a reality. Oh, and I expect Dragon Quest XI to be officially unveiled for Switch. And finally, to end our predictions, we will see something Smash related, most likely a release date for Piranha Plant, probably day of the Direct, an early look at Joker's in-game moveset, and a new character. Data mines seem to lean towards another Square Enix character. I would like to see one of the 4 remaining characters be Crash Bandicoot. I mean, just seeing him in Smash would be mind-blowing, considering the rivalry he had with Nintendo back in the day. Also, another pipe dream, although this one unlikely to happen. I'd like to see you, the protagonist from Persona 4, be added as an Echo Fighter for Joker. Not necessarily added as one of the 5 packs, but as part of DLC Pack 1. Something of a bonus to entice more Season Pass purchases. So that's my predictions for the Direct, but before we end, we need to talk about a recent interview that has confuzzled people. Apparently, people are losing their minds over Nintendo President Shuntaro Furukawa stating that one day Nintendo could move away from the console business, and even saying how he wants to push out more mobile content. First of all, everyone, calm your tits. Nintendo ain't leaving the console business that easily. It's too lucrative. Not only do you make money off of other people's games, not just yours, but you can control the environment. You are listed in your own category by other stores. Seriously, go to any online shop and look up video games. You will see all the major consoles with their own lists. That's something you don't get with being a third-party or non-console maker. EA doesn't have its own drop menu, but the Switch does. Besides, Furukawa said that they would need to evolve with technology. As much as technology has progressed, it hasn't gotten to the point where we can do things like stream games consistently, or play high-level games on tablets or phones. Some are more successful at it than others, but no one is ready to go all in. Nintendo still has plenty of reasons to stay in the console race, with visibility and finance playing equal roles. We'll see how close they are to their 20 million sold goal for the Switch at the end of the month, but no matter if they make the mark or not, they will show that the Switch is profitable, showcasing how important having that foothold is right now. Besides, it's smarter to have a diversified portfolio than putting all your eggs in one basket. Mobile and console gaming are just 2 parts of that. Remember how they're working on creating video game movies? How about the Nintendo themed parks or park areas with Universal Studios? These are all ways Nintendo are expanding their portfolio in case they have another Wii U on their hands. If it ever happens, it will be far enough in the future where it will feel like a natural move rather than abandoning a position. Nintendo is doing fine. Relax. And that is it for this Snap Talk. If you liked what you saw, feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. If you have a differing opinion, either to the Direct predictions or Nintendo's position in the industry, let us know in the comments below. I'm Jeff from Some Nerdy Arguments, and I'll talk to you soon.